Hey there guys, Happy New Year, and today I'll be doing another DAX product, and this one will be the orange can Neat Waves. Now this is a relatively new DAX product. A lot of people actually describe it to be kind of a mix between the red DAX and the blue DAX. You get something like this. So if you buy one can of this, you don't really need to mix any of the DAX Wave and Groom and DAX Short Neat together anymore, because this is pretty much what you'll get. And I actually really like to mix the red and blue DAX, and from what I can confirm, it's kind of true, but not completely. Starting with its scent, it has the typical DAX scent, except it has a more fruity scent to it, kind of citrusy. It's almost like orange. And let's talk about its texture over here. You would see a yellow, slightly waxy, somewhat greasy pomade. You would actually find this to be a true medium, because normally you have your light mediums, which are actually greasy mediums, kind of like Murray's Excellento, for example, or Sweet Georgia Brown Red, and your heavier mediums, like on the waxier side, include New Knob, for example, but this one is not overly waxy, not overly greasy. It's just something in between. It's a true medium, not too greasy, not too waxy. You get something like this. Scooping it out quite okay as well. Just a little bit of pressure, just it scoops out like that. You see how the texture looks like on this. It is a little gooey, somewhat waxy. I'm trying to get my camera to focus on this right now, and there you go. Okay. You do need a little pressure to rub it in your hands, but don't get me wrong, it's a lot easier to melt in your hands than your conventional waxy medium pomades. And by the way guys, the can says medium hold, maximum shine. Well, for a true medium, I'm actually impressed by the shine. It is really high, but honestly, it is not a maximum shine, because even the blue DAX Short and Neat says that it is a maximum shine as well, but the blue DAX is honestly a touch shinier, but this one's almost the same kind of result. And I'll talk more about the shine later. So now let's get to the application and styling. For a medium, it goes, well, it's not too crazy. It's just like your average pomade. It goes in. It's nothing special. There's nothing special about its application. It just goes in. Not too easy, not too difficult. It's kind of okay. Like I said, between greasy and waxy. And for the record, I've been using this stuff for like 1 week straight and I didn't degrease. So this video you're seeing right now, I am doing it on my 7th day, or 8th, I don't remember, day of buildup. Which, buildup is one of the best factors about this pomade. Now, combing through it, you feel some tug and pull, and the more buildup you have, the more resistant it feels, but don't worry, it's not anything like Murray's or even the DAX Red, when you just slide it through your hair and your hair feels like ripping off a scalp. No, it's not like that. It has a lighter feeling than New Now, but you just feel some resistance there. And as you would expect, you'd get really great hold out of the stuff. That's why I chose it to be the pomade I use in hot weather. I mean, I just came back from a long flight from Asia. I come from Indonesia, and so I took a 2-week break in Asia, in 1 week in Indonesia, back to Indonesia, and 1 week in Singapore. And I've been using this orange DAX Neat Waves most of the time, and it never fails to keep my hair in place. It works really well for higher temperatures. For those of you with mega pumps, I don't know how well this stuff will hold in hot weather. It'll probably melt a little bit, but I assume it would be great enough to hold your a decent pump, nothing too low or too high, just a nice average pump. This is actually the first true medium pomade I've ever used, and I actually do quite like it. It's not my favorite, not one of my favorites, not the best, but it's not bad either. It is actually, overall, pretty great pomade. And you get easy styling from this as well, especially if you're on build-up. I mean, man, my sides are always on point when I go through build-up on this. Okay, and that is some pretty quick styling compared to the rest of my other videos. If you've seen my other content, I normally style like really long compared to this, but I should call it done at this point. I'll show you with sheen factor. It is actually really shiny, but it is not completely greasy shiny. What I do like about the shine is that it actually says it does not give you too much of a greasy shine, and this pomade does not give you too much of a greasy outer feel, and I have to confirm that is true. It does give you a high shine, but it doesn't look as greasy as the blue Dax Short and Neat, and it also does not give you a shine that is too dull as well. It has a nice balance, a really, really nice balance between a greasy and a waxy shine. Like I said, this is really, I keep repeating this, it's a true medium pomade between greasy and waxy, so you would expect the shine to be the same as well. It is a slight oily shine with some healthy glow to it as well. It's a really nice shine that I like. And if you don't want anything too greasy, if you want something that actually looks pretty classy, a very classy looking shine, then I suggest that you grab a tin of this. About its hold. Okay. On the first day of using this, after about I would say 6 to 8 hours or so, I noticed that the hold actually decreases a little bit. Your even my contour, I put a little more volume in the contour that day. It just decreased in height a little bit throughout the day. The shine also kind of decreased, but not too much. Even though the shine gets a little less throughout the day, you still have a very nice looking shine that is relatively high. So plus points for that. And about its hold on the first day, even though it weakens a little bit, you shouldn't worry too much after that, because the magic begins on the build-up. That's my favorite factor of this pomade. On the second day and so on, you would really get a nice kick and hold, especially from the build-up on this. It gets stronger and stronger each day, and by the third day, you would have some hold that is really reminiscent to that of Murray's New Nile. Kind of a balance between a medium and a heavy, and probably the fourth or fifth day it becomes like a heavy hold. And usually heavy hold pomades spike up my hair, but on build-up of this stuff, it does not do that. It just keeps everything nice and tight. You can see here, I did not even need to use a military brush on build-up, which I normally do. Washability, I hadn't tested it out yet. Like I said, had it degreased, but I imagine it'd be pretty difficult. Just read the description below in this video. I might also put in the highlighted comments as well. So, my overall verdict on this, if you want to use just one pomade with decent hold, you don't want to use a topper or waste your time using two pomades at once, this would be a good compromise for you, because it gives you the perfect balance between hold and shine. For those of you with thicker hair, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but with folks for fine hair like me, or average hair diameter, then this would actually hold really good, especially throughout the build-up. This has amazing build-up, great shine, nice scent as well. It's kind of sweet and fruity, also kind of like the classic barbershop scent. And so my overall verdict on it, it's good, but it's not great. But it's overall, it does what it needs to do. Today, Okay, so let me wrap up by saying that I don't think I actually did a very good job in this review today compared to my other videos because I keep on repeating terms this time and I'm not as detailed as I usually am. But A, I just got off a long flight and I hadn't been doing reviews in a couple of weeks. But I'll be back with a couple of more reviews because I actually bought some Brill cream, some Asian Brill cream with me, as well as the famed Tancho pomade that I've been talking about. I'll be doing a review of that really soon, so subscribe to my channel, leave a like, comment, and stay tuned for my future uploads, especially if you want to see that legendary Asian Tancho pomade I keep raving about. So with that, I wish you all a happy new year, and thanks for watching.